I know a lot of people are struggling with how to make the items in their header shrink when you scroll down. The items in my sticky header, and I am using Elementor version 4, and I get to a point and it won't shrink any further. The menu also shrunk. Can you see that? The word home, that is shrinking down. And the height of the header as well. You can do this in Elementor version 4, and you do need to add in a little bit of extra code. But I'm going to show you how to do this really easily right now. Now I'm inside of the header template inside of Elementor, and I have a flex box. And at the moment, all I've got is an image as a logo, an SVG again as a logo, just to show you that this process works regardless of what you're using. And then I've got a div block. And this is the bit where you have to think a little bit differently, and I'll explain why in a moment. And then I have my WordPress menu. You could technically accomplish what I'm doing if you did not have the WordPress menu inside of a div block, which is wrapping the WordPress menu. But then you're now mixing up version 4 methods and version 3, because our WordPress menu is still the Elementor version 3 element. By the way, I'm Imran, Web Squadron. Like, subscribe, share, and follow. Sign up to our YouTube channel for access to exclusive videos. Now, the only other thing you do need to take into account, because this is an Elementor sticky header, you do need to make sure your position is set to fixed, and you want to ensure your top is set to 0. If you don't do that, sometimes you'll get a bit of a gap at the top. And if you were to go and pick sticky, that only works on on-page elements. So when you're on an actual page and you go and set something to be sticky top, or, when you're doing like stay in column effects, that works. But when you have a header template, you can't use sticky. So this is in the position tab of the style tab of Elementor version 4. Now let's go over to the items inside of our flexbox, which is our header template. I have an image. Okay, that was just for the logo. Go and add in your image. Go and decide how you're going to align it. Now here comes the important part, the size. I've set my size to be 200 pixels in width. But when you scroll down, and I want this effect to occur over 100 pixels. So when you go over 100 pixels, when you start scrolling down, I now want that to shrink to half the size. So currently that's 200 pixels wide. I want it to go down to 100 pixels, but all I've done is state 200. Now, don't get fooled into thinking, well, I'll just go to tablet mode or mobile mode and I'll change the size. No, that won't shrink down. That shrinks on different devices. I want it to shrink when you're scrolling downwards. Then I've got an SVG icon, and this is, again, the same logo, but this time as an icon. Go and set it up how you want. Again, the size, I've set this to be 200 pixels in width. Then we go to my WordPress menu. This is just your standard WordPress menu. However, I did not set the size of this. Look at the typography. If you want to pop in a pixel, REM, font clamp, you can do, but I did not do that. Instead, I added in a div block that you can see at the top there. And inside of there, I added in my WordPress menu. Now this div block, it's just set to be a flex, so I could align the menu inside. The size of it, you can go and set it up how you want, but the important bit was the typography. So please remember, with Flexbox and divs and all of these things, whether they're a block or a flex or whatever you're doing, when you set the typography here, and you could have added in a font clamp formula, I just put 22 pixels in, whatever items you add into the div will inherit whatever you've set on the div or the flex. So you don't have to set it on the menu. And again, it will make sense why I've done it this way. So I've set it as 22. Now, the idea is that when you scroll down 100 pixels, I want the image and the SVG to go half. So from 200 pixels to 100 pixel. And the menu, which is currently 22 pixel, I want to go down to about 16-ish pixels when you scroll down. So that's about 75%. It's actually 72%, but I'm going to say 75% of what that is. So here's what you do. I'm going to go to my image and go to interaction. And I have added in a custom interaction. What happens is you just click the plus sign and then you can go and pick what you want to go for. Let me just get rid of this one because I don't want to confuse myself. So I went and added in a custom interaction. By default, you could have gone to scale, but when you go to scale, you lose a bit of control over how much it grows and shrinks. I have said the trigger will be when you're scrolling, not on page load, not when it scrolls into view. You could do that, but I want this to happen when you're scrolling. If you try to do this without following this video on a sticky header, it ain't going to work because there's still a little bit of extra code you need to add in. So let me just go through this again. The trigger is while scrolling. I then said custom because if I had gone scale, that's the settings I get. And that does not help you very much with what we're trying to achieve. So I got and set this to be custom. While we're here, let's jump into the pencil. And this is where I've then gone to scale, and I have said we start at 1. So 200 pixels wide, number 1. So that's basically 100% in a way, right? That's where you start. And when you scroll, I want you to go to 0.5. Can you see the logic? So on the icon, I did exactly the same thing. That icon has exactly the same settings, right? 1 to 0.5. When I went to the WordPress menu, and this is why I use the div. On the WordPress menu, which is a version 3 element, I can't do this the same way. And if you start mixing up ways of doing it, I feel like that's going to confuse you later on, especially when it comes to maintaining and updating. The div wrapper, which is a version 4 element, allows me to still use the same interaction. And when I was doing it for the div, I went from 1 to 0.75. I'll show you that in a moment, okay? So just stay with me. At the moment, we've set this up to be 1 to 0.5. Then I've said start at 0, end at 100. I found to get this to work, you need to start at 0 and end at 100. And then you need to set this up to be relative to the viewport. If you set this to page, it will start shrinking and you'll be scrolling, and it just shrink. And it doesn't do what I want, which is to only do it within 100 pixels, which is why we're going to give you the extra bit of code. I am going to override how Elementor has built this. Because it's a sticky header, and you're going to have to think like quantum mechanics 4th dimensionally now, right? Because it's a sticky header, when you're scrolling up and down, it does not appreciate the viewport. It does not really know that you're moving up and down because it's stuck at the top. So it just stays there. It doesn't shrink. If you set it to page, it will start shrinking, but then it doesn't do what you want. So trust me, 0 to 100, viewport, and then I've gone for ease in and out. If you go for ease in, it will shrink, and then when you scroll up, it will just go, boom, it just grows instantly, which I don't like. I want it to be nice, gradual shrink, and then gradually grow. Again, I'm just very quickly going to show you on the icon. If we go over custom, it's exactly the same, right? Look, we start at 1 and we go to 0.5. The same settings. And if I go to the div block, reminder, the typography to be 22 pixel on the div, not the WordPress menu. You go to interaction, you go to custom, it's exactly the same. The difference is that we are now scaling from 1 to 0.75. Then I added in some custom code. You need to go to Elementor editor, custom code, and drop this in. A copy of this is in the video description. Make sure the location of this is the head. It will automatically be priority 1 anyway. And that's it. No IDs, no classes. You don't need to go, oh, I've got to give it this class name and I've got to give it this ID and I've got to inspect. You don't need to do none of that. The only thing you need to change is here. What is the scroll distance? I've said 100. If you want to go for 150, 200, 300, whatever. I wish we didn't have to add in extra code, but believe me, look, if you did what I'm doing and this wasn't a sticky header, you would not need that additional code. But when you make it a sticky header or a fixed header, because it is fixed position, you got to add this code in to override the fact that it doesn't detect the viewport. And now when I go to my page, once you've activated that code and I scroll down, that is going from 200 pixels wide to 100. Believe me, that's 200 to 100. And if you look at the word home, that starts at 22 pixel and it shrinks down to just over 16. Now, if you've got a font clamp and this is now on a tablet or a mobile, it will accommodate that. I just stuck in 22. You could have had a font clamp formula. But can you see, look, if I start to scroll down, it's no longer shrinking. So it does it all within the 100 pixels. So look at my mouse over there, the scroll bar, right? When I get to there, that's it. That's now hit the 100 pixel mark and it won't shrink any further. If I'd set it to be 500, it'd keep shrinking. And it would only shrink to the parameters I've set, 1 to 0.5. So if you wanted a really slower shrink, you could have increased the size from 100 to 500 pixel. For those of you that have been struggling with that whole shrink down scroll effect, there is no interaction set on the actual Flexbox. I did do it on the div because the menu sat inside and that's where it inherited. This is going to take a little bit of getting used to, but once you know, you now know. I'm Imran from Web Squadron. I'd love to know in the comments if you have a better way. I'm all ears. But if you like what I did in how we've managed to crack it, please let me know. Again, Like, subscribe, share, and follow. Take care. See you soon. Bye.